What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. That's so weak too. But, anyways, regardless of the point, we are not talking about One Piece today because we do read other manga.
Yep. Uh, Despite me reading like almost nothing but One Piece for
For
the
the last
last
3 months.
3 or 4 months.
But in between that time, around February, we also read Black Clover.
Yeah, we did read
Hey,
Black Clover. Yeah, I remember you started reading it. I'm like, that seems pretty interesting.
we
Check it out.
you were ahead on the Two Boys One Piece series, which is why we
All right,
like we were
right.
doing Thriller Bark, and you had already finished like the end of Impel Down.
Yeah.
and so we had like a 3 week period where you were like, I can't read any more One Piece because I don't want to get too far ahead.
uh, yep. Well, besides the point, we got to keep this video brief
Yeah, brief.
today.
So is Black Clover garbage? Yes or no?
No,
No.
absolutely
All right. So all you Black
not.
Clover haters can click off the video, right?
Yeah, I I mean, to be fair, I've never seen that. Like, I don't think I've ever heard people say Black Clover is trash. I just kind of know that that's the general consensus of a lot of people.
And I
Um,
definitely have heard that.
hmm.
But to be fair, I was around when the anime came out. Um,
Uh,
I was caught up with the manga at the time.
okay.
And I guess it's fair to say that yes, the beginning of the anime is a little rough, but
Yeah,
it picks up pretty quickly. Like it didn't stay rough for that long.
I can't say anything about the anime. Um,
Well, you can say stuff about
like,
the end of the anime.
I can say stuff about like half or like. I mean, I know for a fact that there's not a lot of filler in Black Clover.
There's some,
Um,
but no, there's not a
there's
lot.
some, but there's not a lot.
There's some nice
Um,
filler in it, from what I saw, from what I've seen of the early stuff.
yeah. So I mean, as long as it's like fairly faithful to the manga, it's gotta be gotta be pretty top tier.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen of like the animation pops
Ooh, I
off
mean, we got
sometimes.
Studio Perry on it, which they done Bleach, Naruto, Baruto,
Ah, okay.
which Baruto's pretty hit or miss, but um, you know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they've done some
yeah. So
big
they got a
shonen
good team
before.
behind it.
Yeah, and I do like the anime style, although I don't agree with some of the colors they chose for some of the characters,
Yeah, yeah,
specifically the hair color for some of the
yeah.
characters. But yeah, so what would you say is what's your biggest thing you like about Black Clover? Oh,
My, I think the biggest thing I like about Black Clover, like, it's probably the characters. Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, the world is nothing. It's good. The world's good.
Mm,
It's nothing crazy special,
yeah.
and like the power system is nothing like I've seen similar before. It feels
Yeah.
like, um, but the characters is where this anime really shines. Like it's not only like not only are all these characters really good and like really fleshed out and just really likable, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's also every single one of them gets to do something.
Uh
Like
huh.
there is no characters that get forgotten and like don't get to do anything. Like I'm pretty sure like nearly every character in this show or in this manga gets something to do at
Yeah.
least like in every arc. It feels like.
Yeah. That's honestly probably my favorite thing about the show, the manga too, because there's a lot of shonen, where the side characters just get shafted after an arc
Yamcha.
or whatever. Yamcha, we got Leorio from Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to talk about my hero right now at this moment. Um, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But other than like One Piece,
Mm-hmm.
is a good one. But
Yeah,
Black,
One Piece is it's kind of got some similar stuff going. It just takes a lot longer to get
yeah,
to that point, I guess.
and here's I want to segue into another. It's a double-edged sword, but I appreciate it. The
Mm-hmm.
pacing is just razor speed, bro. Like we're always on the move to the next big moment.
Yeah, no, that's that's one thing I noticed is yeah the pacing. it's so
It's
fast.
so fast. Like
There is no rest time. You go from one arc, you end one arc, and then it's like immediately the next threat, or like the next threat shows up, or there's another training arc.
yeah,
It's like,
like
or there's a problem that needs to be solved immediately. It's like, and I mean sometimes like there's like months that pass or like days that pass in
mhm.
between arcs, but like it does not feel like it. It
Yeah,
does
yeah.
not
No,
feel
it
like it.
doesn't feel like it. It like a good example is early in the series. In one chapter, one of the side characters goes through her arc. uh,
I can't remember
it's
who, but
Noelle. It's like
right.
chapter 5. She goes from a stuck up noble girl to
I
friends
forgot
with
about that.
everybody in one chapter, dude. Like,
Yeah, that was quick.
yeah, it was quick,
Quick.
but it's not like it could be something you don't enjoy if you like slower paced sort of stuff.
Yeah, I think it. I do think that there is some people that enjoy that kind of stuff better,
Yeah.
like kind of slow burn, and I do like that. I do like that like type of story
Yeah.
every once in a while. It's just I'm also the kind of guy that likes Godzilla movies where it's
Yeah.
like it's like you don't watch for the
You don't
plot,
watch for the plot, you watch for the
you watch
action.
for the action,
Yeah.
yeah. And so Black Clover is very good for that. Like
Mm.
there is just so much action, so much good action in
Yeah.
this too.
Yeah.
Some Another point to mention is just the action, the quality of the action in the
Oh, the manga
series.
is so good. In the anime, just honestly, like, obviously we haven't seen the entire thing, but the manga
No,
art is beautiful.
yeah, no. Manga, the art is one of the strongest things that this series has going for it, in my opinion.
you, you,
It's it's just so good.
the author is so good at making scenes stick out in your mind, just like having impact.
hmm Yeah, no, he's so good at paneling. He's so good at like moving one event from the next,
Yeah,
like one action to the next action. It's real good. It's
it's
real
real
good.
good. And
Um,
that another strength of this series, I think.
mhm.
Um, something that so is the show discount Naruto is a good question, or like discount. It's just a copying of shonen
Mhm.
tropes, which I don't think it is, but I can
It's
see. Yeah,
it's definitely got its
yeah,
influences. Um,
but it's good at
yeah,
subverting your
you know.
expectations. Is what I wanted to talk about.
No,
There,
it's
it's
very good at that.
it sets things up, and then switches your viewpoint on it.
hmm
Like Asta, the main character, is a hardworking individual, but
Very
he
hardworking.
is not a chosen one, but his rival is, and it
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
subverts that.
Asta's like the anti-chosen one.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he he's born without magic in a world that literally everybody has magic.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
and like his goal is to be the Wizard King. It's
yeah,
like he it's gonna be it's a very uphill battle for him. Um,
mm-hmm.
but this man just takes it in stride. He never
Yeah,
lets it get him down that he doesn't have no magic. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna do push-ups till
yeah,
till
yeah.
I'm strong.
And I think the rival dynamic is also a good point of the show because
hmm
I don't like chapter one because it sets up sort of false expectations for some of the for Asta and
Yeah.
because Asta is very loud, very very loud, and yes, he is loud throughout the series, but he's not that as bad as he is in chapter one.
No, Asta in chapter one is set up as like yelling all the time,
Yeah,
and being loud, but yeah, no, he's a lot more nuanced than that.
and chapter
Um,
one also sets up as sort of an asshole, but he's not an asshole. Is the thing. It's just
yeah.
their dynamic. They're actually like really good friends, which is what I like about their rivalry. They always believe in each other, even though
hmm
they're rivals.
Yeah, no, that's good. I again, when I was reading the series for like the first 20 chapters, I was like just screams like betrayal. Like he's gonna
Yeah,
do something.
yeah. I remember you telling me that.
like like I did not trust this man in the slightest. But then as you get on, it's like, oh, okay, no,
he,
he's actually
he,
just a homie.
yeah, he's just socially awkward. Honestly,
hmm
it's the vibe I get from him because there's a lot of panels where he's just sort of standing in the background with like a derpy look on his face.
He doesn't say a lot.
Just a
he's
blank look on
very.
his face.
I mean, it's like it's like the duality. He's very quiet and soft spoken, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of the opposite from Asta.
Yeah.
He's kind of loud and very kind of forward.
Yeah, a regular shonen protagonist, but it doesn't. It works for Asta. Like Asta just executes well on the shonen tropes.
Hmm.
Which, if it's okay for a show to have tropes as long as you execute them well. I think is the point.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. It's like
everything uses tropes.
yeah. It's like unless there's an absolute genius of writing, like everything's gonna come from something.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna have its influences.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's how you execute on those ideas. That doesn't mean the show does have weak aspects of it.
For sure, for sure. It's not
It's
flawless.
not flawless. Death is one of those aspects.
Yeah.
Nobody really dies. There's a moment in the series where a character gets bodied, absolutely decimated, but at the end of the arc, they're like, "I'm alive,
I'm alive.
psych."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean the bad guys die, but I don't think we've lost a single good guy
Even then, the
yet.
bad guys don't die all that often.
No,
Well,
no. Um yeah, no, there's not a lot of death,
yeah,
honestly. Um
yeah.
yeah, no, another complaint I guess is also that like lightning fast pacing.
Yeah. Okay, it's a strength, but it's also a weakness.
Yeah, it's a dual-edged
Yeah,
sword. Because you get more action, but you also have like less time to slow down and kind of understand things or to like appreciate the
yeah.
world. That's another weak thing is that the world building in Black Clover is not
It's not.
it's
It's
not
not crazy.
it's not the
It's
best.
okay.
Yeah, I mean like there's things like called mana zones, or not mana zones, magic areas, like mana areas
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. Um, and heavy mana areas or something like that, and we just don't really get any explanation on
Hmm.
like what those
The
are.
author just introduces things, sort
Hmm.
of, to introduce them. Uh, and I think one of the biggest factors in this is there's two characters that enter the manga, and the author is just like, "Oh yeah, they're from a light novel spin-off. I'm just making that spin-off canon now, but I'm not gonna add that to the story. So they're good spin-offs. Go
Yeah,
read them. But they're
yeah,
those characters are gonna be in the story now."
and these characters play a pretty big part in the arc.
Yeah,
It's
like
like they're not just minor characters that Asta is like, oh hey you guys, and then they kind of take off. No, they actually play a huge part in the next arc,
yeah, and all the
and they
characters,
come out of absolutely nowhere.
all the characters interact with him like they're good old buddies. Like
Yeah, like they know him already, like they've gone through adventures already.
they've already gone through their arcs and everything. Like
That was the weirdest point because I'm like, did I miss something? Did
yeah,
Shonen Jump like cut out something? But nope. It was just that's just how it was. It
it's
was a
just,
light novel. It wasn't even like a
it
side
is.
animated story or anything like that.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah, that was odd. Um,
Yeah,
but I mean, they're fun characters though, so I kind of forgave them by the end
yeah.
of it because they're nice characters.
At the end of the day, like Black Clover is just good manga. It's just a good shonen.
Hmm.
Um,
You
it
know, it's a very shonen.
it's a very shonen. If you're looking for something that sticks to the shonen roots of the '90s and 2000s, because a lot of shonen
Hmm.
this era is going for uniqueness, like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, I mean, not Jujutsu Kaisen to an extent, I guess. But
Yeah.
definitely Chainsaw Man, Promise Neverland. These are all unique
Hmm.
shonen.
Yeah. Doctor Stone.
Doctor Stone.
Um,
But Black Clover is there if you want something like Naruto, like Bleach, like One Piece, like Dragon Ball. Um,
yeah. Yeah.
eh,
Black Clover is a. It's not standard by any means. I
no,
wouldn't say, but
it
it fits the standard kind of shonen
yeah,
format.
it's different enough to be something you could also fall in love with, and
Hmm.
become maybe your favorite shonen. Who knows? Um,
Yeah.
but
And
before we finish this, one thing I want to say before we leave.
Mhm.
Black Clover full of baddies, bro. Black Clover got the baddies.
uh, yeah, yeah, they do.
Dude.
Best part about the baddies in this show, though, is that they're actually
They're all
strong.
interesting. They're all interesting and they're strong.
They're all interesting. They're all good characters. They're not just
They don't.
they're
There's not
not
like
just fan service.
the main love interest doesn't just do nothing like a lot of other shonen, like Chi-Chi or somebody.
Yeah,
Bulma
Chi-Chi.
sort of kind of weak too. She's a little stronger than most, but
She doesn't have a huge like. She doesn't fight.
she
She
doesn't
doesn't have like
fight.
much
And a character doesn't need to
impact
fight
in
to
the
be
story
interesting,
overall.
but impact on
No,
the story is important. But all the female characters in this,
they all do something.
they all do something. They're all interesting. Again, with the characters, they all have interesting backstories. They all have reasons for being who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them are not all of them. A good amount of them are attracted to Asta, which is interesting. But
Yeah, I mean,
it makes sense.
I don't, kinda. I don't fully get it. Some of the time. But at the same time, it's like show
Yeah,
it's got it's shonen.
yeah.
Shonen do what shonen do.
But
Um,
yeah, the baddies are definitely, and don't even at me right now. If your favorite baddie isn't Ma- Mario Leona, don't even talk to me, bro.
she's a late character, but
she's
boy,
the number one baddie in the series, though.
yeah, oh boy, is she one of the best characters in the series.
And
Not only is she a baddie, but she is one of the strongest.
one of the strongest
in the
characters.
series,
She is absolutely busted.
Oh my, she's great. She's great.
Yeah, that's Black Clover. I think the strength lies within it's on when you take a deeper look. There's more there than you think there is.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's a somewhat basic shonen with tons of depth, and it executes on those shonen tropes
Well,
masterfully,
yeah.
in my opinion.
You
In some cases.
even if you don't like a character, keep reading. You'll be surprised by how much you'll like them later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. There's like every character goes through some kind of character arc.
So if you're looking for strong characters, Black Clover definitely here for you.
Yep, looking for strong characters, strong action, strong comedy. In some cases,
it's got some pretty good comedy. Yeah, we didn't talk about it much, but there are some genuine moments where I'm like, oh, that's really funny. That's a really good joke.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching our short little
video on Black. Is Black Clover garbage? Absolutely not, homie. Come
Absolutely
on,
not. To answer the question, yeah, no,
go watch
it's way overhated for some reason.
Way overhated, bro. One of the most hated shonens of this season, but give it a chance. Anime or manga, whatever your preferred choice of medium is, and you'll probably find something there you enjoy.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.